Yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy Chove. We are back with another Crystal of Atlan banger. And today I want to go over Nexum. Everything you need to know. Just explain everything about it, just so you know people know that it's important to do. Go ahead and get it done. It does grant power. There's actually a card section here, so you can actually power up. So I'm just gonna explain everything in Nexum so that everybody understands how to maximize it and what to do. Let's get to it. All right, I'm gonna try to make this as short as possible, because you know Nexum is fairly simple-ish. It's got a lot of stuff. That's what makes it complex, and it uses a lot of verbiage that's not a part of the game, so that's why it can be confusing. But I'm gonna break down everything to my best ability. All right, so the first thing about Nexum, I'm just gonna go over the hub. First thing is the difficulty. So it's a difficulty system that's pretty simple. You clear difficulty 1, either on solo or team, and then you can go to difficulty 2. Clear solo team, you can go to difficulty 3, so forth and so forth. Okay. Clearing either solo or team can get you to the next one, right? And the rewards for solo and team, there really doesn't seem to be an advantage to doing either or, so you could do it however you prefer. You want to do it with friends or you want to go on your own, you're pretty much good to do either one. Now let's go over the shop, the redeem shop. So when you clear, you get these little Nexum dust. All right, so the Nexum dust you're gonna spend here. There's some really great stuff to spend. I've already bought all the catalysts. I need my catalysts and my endless journey cards. Buying the endless journey cards, this is what you need to improve your deck to increase your power, okay? But I'll explain that in a little bit. And then it has Arcanite doors, potent catalyst, all kinds of stuff here. So make sure you grab as much as you can, whatever you need, after you clear and get some of these Nexum dust, so you can get that done. Now let's talk about the potential. So the potential, when you clear, you get these little crystals up here on your first clear through each of the stages of the Nexum. Here's the thing though. There's 4 things that you can power up: Endless Resolve, Breakthrough Warhammer, Fragment Tycoon, and Lucky Boon, right? You can kind of do whatever you want with these, but the most important thing is Resolve. Resolve is like nullification for a dungeon, if you will. If you don't have enough Resolve for the difficulties that you're trying to enter, then you're not going to be able to clear it. As you know, most people are stuck on clearing the second dungeon and not able to continue to the third. And the reason why that is because they're not able to increase their resolve to meet the requirement for difficulty 3. They're only able to do the requirement for difficulty 2. And this pretty much allows you to complete the dungeon, given that you know, select good boons and stuff like that. So that's pretty much all there is with potential. Breakthrough Warhammer is nice, Fragment Tycoon is nice, Lucky Boon is nice, so you can pretty much choose whatever you want here with the extra points you got, but make sure that you have at least as much as you can on Endless Resolve, because this allows you to clear up to as much as you can put into it. So me, I'm gonna make sure I have as much as I can on here at all times. And then when you gain a total amount of crystals, then these will unlock on the right. So after you gain 2,000 of these, then you'll be able to unlock this, which is pretty nice. And this is fragment store discount and acquisition efficiency. And then you can change this one if you want. If you don't want to start with additional fragments, you can change it to start revival count. So whatever you need. Yeah, this is pretty good. And then the archives. So this is actually pretty important. Why? Because they have rewards in each archive. So like, this is pretty much every every accessory that's available. This is every boon that's available. And this is your authorities that you pick when you're entering the Nexum. So for example, the Arcanums, right? So if you think of these are like items that you pick up while you're playing, like through the accessory shop. Or if you happen to just pick one up doing a happening event or doing something. Like these are just items that all have different effects here, okay? Now, the lingo, like these are the Arcanums. So when they speak of Arcanums, they're talking about these items. When they're speaking of boons, they're talking about these boost that you get to your either your authority or your move set, or just depending on the type of boon. Each boon is attached to an authority. So you have 5 different authorities, which is Sovereign, Composer, Executioner, Dreamer, or Demonic. You choose your authority when you start. So like when you start the game, it has you choose an authority. So let's say you choose Executioner, right? When you choose Executioner authority in the beginning, that's your basically that's like the base of your build when you start Nexum. So you are an Executioner, and then the boons that you choose are, like they're gonna float around your Executioner. So it's still your Executioner build, regardless of whether you get other boons. So Executioner is gonna be your main thing. However, it does state that the more Executioner boons you have, the more that it improves Executioner authority as a whole. So you're incentivized to get as many Executioner boons as possible as you're completing your run, so that your authority has a bigger effect. So in the beginning, if you choose Demonic, right? And you want to go Demonic, then you choose Demonic boons to empower the Demonic authority. You don't have to, but you're definitely incentivized. Then authority, once you clear here, you can start unlocking these rewards. I've already cleared the first 5, which is essentially I've cleared Nexum with each authority. So I've done it with Demonic, Sovereign, Composer, Executioner, and Dreamer. So I'll explain each of these and what they do, how they are best fit for your character, if they are not, right? But these are good, it's fun. And then boons, these are just like, if you tried the boon, then it'll go into this. So you're incentivized to also pick up new boons so that you can, test them out. They want you to test out everything, and they're willing to give you catalysts and adores just to do it, right? Which is really good. And these dusts too, which you need to get the extra cards and stuff, right? And things from that shop. So that's why you want to try out as many boons as possible. That's also why you want to try out as many Arcanums as possible, as many of these items, right? Because it has the same system, they're giving you the same stuff. I mean, I'm almost finished it on both, so this Nexum is actually pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie to you. Next, after the archives, you got the ranking system. This is just showing you, like me, I'm in 2nd place right now. At the end of the reset, you get a little prize based on your rewards. So you want to get as high as possible, just so you can get the dust so that you can spend more at the shop, right? That's pretty much all this is. And then yeah, then you hop into the to the entrance, and you hop into a match and you start doing your thing. Explaining the archives. So Sovereign, so these authorities are dope. Explaining the authority, sorry. My favorite is Executioner by far. Well, I don't know. I like each of these except for Dreamer, because it's a healing one. So it really doesn't do me much good. But these authorities are absolutely sick. And it's fun because it can completely transform your character, you know what I'm saying, into like, just a different, more powerful character, which is super sick. I'll go into a match just so I can explain a little bit more. Right, so we'll do that. Let's do that. Sorry about that. Drop my phone here. Let's go into a match. All right, so we're gonna do solo and we're gonna do difficulty 2. I can't do difficulty 3 because of the potential, right? I don't have the resolve to do it. So we're just gonna do 2. Okay. Now I'm gonna go in here so I can show you guys what each of these do. And they're really cool. So I chose stable, which means I get 50 fragments upon entering, right? Now, the first thing it does is you activate your authority. Basically, you choose an authority. So I'm gonna explain each of these the best I can in detail. Start with Sovereign. This is actually freaking sick. So what this does is it basically improves your resonance form to where you do like crazy amount of damage in resonance form. And then you also enter like a judgment form, which just is like this powerful move that you automatically perform when you enter resonance. And the damage that you do while you're in resonance is ridiculous. This is absolutely sick, right? When I finished off the boss, like, you know, the boss to the second level is you got to beat them both at around the same time. You only got 15 seconds to kill the second boss. Yeah, the second boss had like 50 health left, like 50 bars, and I activated resonance and took them all out, like took all the bars out. So it's extremely powerful. Okay, then you got Composer. This Composer is sick. I do recommend though, if you're gonna get Composer, then you need really powerful grace boons to combine with Composer, so that you have enough damage to clear everything. Because what this does is this pretty much improves your shields and your defense, making you damn near unkillable, like during the Nexum, which is pretty sick. This is sick. There's some dope grace boons. I haven't described what a grace boon is. So these are your authorities, and then there's, so each boon, like there's a sovereign boon, composer boon, executioner boon, right? And then there's what's called a grace boon. A grace boon improves your character's skills, right? Directly. So like it either reduces the cooldown or increases the damage or increases the animation speed, or it adds something to that your auto attack or your skill attack. Like, it's absolutely sick. So this combined with a really good grace boon is sick. Then you have Executioner, which, you know, it is what it sounds. Increases your crit, increases your kill threat. This thing is crazy, and also increases your dodge too. Like, you gain more dodges, which is absolutely sick. Then you have Dreamer, which increases your max HP, increases your healing. Basically, great if you're in a team comp. This is fantastic because you'll be that person that just keeps everybody alive. And then there's Demonic, which pretty much improves elemental damage and bonus skill damage. And this one, if you add more to this one, your skills are going to do so much damage that it's absolutely insane. So it chose Composer, which I believe is the shield one. It chose it for me. I didn't even choose. So, all right. Then you have portals that you enter in. These portals, how do I describe it? So you gain rewards for clearing every time you go through a portal, right? There we go. The stages kind of work like this, to where there's a split. It kind of tells you what the splits are going to be for each stage. And you have an opportunity to gain if you clear. And then as you clear through the whole thing, you got a couple boss stages to do, and then you got the final boss stage to do. And then once you do that, you've successfully cleared it once you reached here, and then you can go beyond it after. Once you've cleared this though, you're essentially done with the second clear, or with the clear for the stage. In this case, the second stage, you're done with the clear, and then you can go as far as you want to increase your ranking so that you can get better rewards. So that's the idea of this one. So it's really good. Let's go. So the difference between battle and elite's the same thing, except elite typically has some kind of boss, to where battle just, you know, it's just a fight, it's just a couple mobs, and after you clear the mobs, you're good, right? So when defeating an enemy, there's a chance to spawn binding source, whatever, blah blah blah. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Boat. Oh my god, I used all my skills. By the way, don't be scared to utilize your super in this stage, because the moment that you clear it, you're gonna regain all of your super energy. So you're pretty much good. You're pretty much good here. All right, so after every stage, you get to choose a boon. Sometimes you get to choose an item, right? But you choose a boon. And then the boons, there's 3 different types of boons that you get to choose from. Sometimes they're the same type of boon, right? Try to choose the best boons that you think is for your build, but consider the fact that you're a composer, right? And every time you choose a composer boon, your composer build improves. Try to consider that. So upon entering the room, grant all teammates shield equal to 2 times max defense. So you already start with a shield. This is sick. Basic attacks grant points of overflow. You're not really gonna use overflow because you're not a demonic build. And then resonance limit. This is good for sovereign, but we're composure, so we're gonna stick with this one. And that's pretty much how you're gonna build, right? Unless you get Grace Boon or unless you get another type of boon, that's absolutely sick. So now 2 more doors open up. You have unknown, you have quest. Quest is typically like a either you're like picking up stars or you gotta race somewhere really fast, something like that. Like it's just some sort of event that has you like going somewhere. And then like random, it could be quest, it could be happening, it could be elite, it could be battle. It pretty much chooses at random. Let's go to quest so that we can check this out. All right, so challenge overthrown. So this one, all we have to do is trip the Phantom. So just like the Hex King room, all we're gonna do is trip him as many times. I can't dash, so I can't dash. I'm trying to dash right now and I can't do it. So we're just gonna pay attention to the red on the floor. And we're just gonna try to trip this guy. Taking damage is okay. Our main goal is to trip him. There we go. Now, of course, you don't want to take too much damage, right? You don't want to die. All right, we got that trip. All right, boom, boom. Hey, this is great practice for those of you that don't be tripping the boss. When we're doing raids, this is for you. Great practice. Oh my God. Excellent practice. Just teaching you. It's like teaching you a mechanic that you need, right? Which is good. So again, we got a sovereign, demonic, and a dreamer, right? So again, we are a composer build. Now, you don't see anything that's useful to you, right? So we have recover 1,000 resonance upon killing an enemy. We don't really care about that, right? When eruption is triggered, reduce the cooldowns of all skills by 1. Okay. We don't really care about eruption, right? Because we don't have demonic. And then dreamer, gain a Nexum damage bonus equal to 1 time increase in healing. Yeah, we're not gonna heal. So you have the option to reset. Reset pretty much chooses another 3 boons for you to pick from if you don't like your current selection. Right? The first one's 20, the next one is 40, and then it increases, and then that's it. So you kind of want to, if you want to reset, just try to reset once and then pick something that's good for you. Now we have 2 composers, which is good, and then we have executioner. 25% chance to gain a stack of blur shade when dodging. So that's actually pretty decent, but we're not gonna choose that one. When shielded, Nexum damage plus 12%, that's sick. It increases your damage by 12 when you're shielded, and this is a shield build. So This is really good. This increases your damage, even though you're shielding a bunch. And then this one, when hit, defense plus 20% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. This will keep you alive. So this is what keeps you going. You get a 60% defense buff that's just continuously stacks as you're taking damage. So this is what kind of allows you to brute force your way through, which is absolutely sick. So you can go with either one of these, right? I'm gonna choose this one. Oh, and then we get to choose a second boon, which it gave us the other one, so that's perfect. We're gonna choose this one. We have a Dreamer Rune while in healthy state, reduces all finishers, that's cool. And then Sovereign, Nexum, attack plus 5,000, movement speed during resonance. So remember, Sovereign is the resonance one. I'm telling you, the buffs that you get during resonance on this boon and getting a bunch of these, it makes your resonance form absolutely stupid. So we're gonna choose that one. The Composer. Here, you can kind of go over the boons that you have by pushing start and then just, you know, D-pad down. And then here you can kind of look at the items that you've collected. I haven't collected any items yet, but you know, anyways. So now we have Happening or Elite. We've already seen Elite, right? So now we're gonna choose Happening. Happening is like a event typically that has like dialogue, right? Which is cool. I like Happening. And then you can kind of choose like what's your best path, and then it gives you like percentages sometimes. Here, we got this one, right? So is this person Aggie? I don't know who the hell Aggie is. It's been a while. No, wait, there isn't time for pleasantries. What are you doing here? Blah, 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 blah. Speaking of Arcanum, I've gathered quite a collection. You could take one. I'll keep the rest for my research. So it's basically saying accept Aggie's kindness, and then she's just giving us an Arcanum for free. So she's giving us an item. So yes, we'll definitely take that. Perfect. And now we choose an Arcanum. Now, when it says new, this means that you haven't got it before. So if you select it, then then it's gonna go towards your progress for the archive, and then you can get those items. So selecting new ones are really good in that sense. This one's good for every 7 boons, Nexum damage plus 4%. That's absolutely sick. When carried, Nexum attack plus 16%. If obtained in a boss room, further increased by 8. This is absolutely sick. We're gonna choose this one. Now, Jinx. So Jinx I have not explained. So this one says, randomly obtain 1 Jinx, then gain 3 boons. Boon rarity increases with death. So basically you gain 3 boons, and then the second and third boon are increased rarity, right? But Jinx, when it says that you obtain a Jinx is a debuff. A Jinx is what you don't want, and it weakens you as your run goes. There are ways to eliminate Jinxes as you continue on, but I'm gonna select this one since I haven't selected before, and we're gonna take our Jinx and we're gonna take the 3 boons. This tells you what the Jinx is. So upon acquiring this Jinx, Nexum damage minus 8%. So now I deal minus 8%. Not good, right? My shield is going to keep improving. I'm gonna keep getting, you know, my shields are gonna be absolutely sick. I have a lot of boons in shield, right? So like, look at the shield that I'm starting with. This is huge. It's a lot of health and a lot of defense too. So you're gonna notice, right, that the issue is that our damage is lackluster. So we're gonna need something to compensate, and I'm gonna show you how to get that. There we go. Well, our damage looked pretty good there. I'm not gonna lie, the boons that we've gotten so far are pretty sick. Like, we've gotten a couple of like damage boons. All right, so in this one, you can select an Arcanum, so it's giving us an item. We have a new one here, turns all rooms into unknown rooms when carried, gain 22 for, I have not chosen this yet. I might choose this one just to do it. Make everything random. All right, cool, we'll do it. Let's do it. It's new, so it like adds to our archive, so we're gonna do it. And then it gives us a choose boon. So this is the Grace boon. Grace boon improves your character's skills, right? So like Blade Dance, damage 100%, Sword of High Determination CD minus 40%. I love Swift Triple Splash. triple dash damage 80%, and now cast 1.5 times faster. This is absolutely sick. I love picking it. Okay, and then we got a couple of epic composer boons, which is sick. When a shield is active, defense plus 20% and gain. So you gain medium super armor when you're shielded. That's absolutely sick. After getting hit, gain Starlight Guardian State. What's Starlight Guardian State? For its duration, final damage reduction plus 70%, 70% defense, and gain 3 stacks of Starlight per second. Absolutely, both of these are absolutely sick. I'm gonna choose this one though, because of the medium super armor, right? The super armor stops you from getting like stacked, so that you can like just continuously attack and not have to worry about like somebody interrupting your attacks, right? So to have constant medium super armor, as long as we have a shield active, absolutely disgusting. So we're gonna take that one. This run is actually this is a pretty good run, I'm not gonna lie to you. What are we doing? What are we doing? All right. Ew. Ew. The animation, see how fast it is? Love that. All right, so got this completed. Okay, so now it's having me choose a boon. I see one composer here, right? Again, you can always take a look at your, your boons and see what you got already, right? So now even if you look at the other ones, right? For each stack of its Vitalize, Authority Damage +1, you can always click on what's underlined to see what Vitalize means. This has a healing effect because it goes with Dreamer, of course. So even if you don't have, you see like the best effect per se, remember, choosing Composer does improve your authority. So it's still good to choose it, even if you don't necessarily like the effect. Gain 1 stack of Starlight every 2 seconds. So Composer authority ability triggers Starlight Flicker once upon gaining 10 stacks of Starlight. So what's Flicker? I don't know what Starlight Flicker is, but that's part of authority's effect. I'm not too sure, but we're gonna pick it. It's a good. It's definitely good because it's with the authority, but I just wanted to read it so that there's no discrepancies. All right, looks like we got taken to a merchant. This is a merchant. So merchant means that you can spin. So as I'm clearing each one, I'm gaining these these little things on the top left right here. I have 468. So when you go to a merchant, which you have the option to pick, or I went to random, right? So we're at one at random. You can spend these Nexum fragments here, right? So here you can either purchase an item after you read the effect if you like it. See, look, select 1 grace boon, which is guaranteed to include a sacred boon. These are sick. So remember, a grace boon improves your skill, right? Sometimes you get something sick, and I'm gonna show you. So we're gonna select a grace boon. So Formation Shattered Sun CD, magic imbuement causes attacks to inflict an extra 10% damage for a period of time. Or Blade Dance CD such and such. These are all dope. These are all dope. Shattered Sun is like your strongest skill move, and reducing the cooldown by 45% is actually disgusting. So we're gonna choose that one, and I've never chosen it before, so we're gonna do that. All right, what other items do we have? Choose to remove 1 existing Arcanum, then choose to duplicate 1 existing Arcanum. All right. After completing three room types of any randomly enhanced 3 boons. Oh, you can also enhance boons, so it makes your existing boons better. I have really good boons, so enhancing them is actually pretty sick. So we're gonna get this one for sure. All right, and then we have this one. When carried for each battle or elite room entered, gain 1,000 Nexum attack and 1% boon chance upgrade. Yeah, we're gonna do that too. That's sick. Every 15 seconds, restore 60% CD of the non-finisher skills with an additional 20% restored for each Jinx own. That's good because we actually have one Jinx. So that's actually pretty sick. And then this one, when carried, fragment acquisition efficiency plus 50% after removal, 30%. It's always good to carry one of these removal ones, because you get items that allow you to gain a dope effect, and then it tells you to remove one of your items. So it's like having an item that improves when it's removed is actually a dope double effect. You see what I'm saying? So I chose that one for that reason, so that we have one of those, so that we kind of like unlock that for ourselves. All right, let's go to random. Remember, all the rooms are going to be random because of what we chose. Defeating an enemy causes enemies within 5 meters to enter wrath state. Okay, so everybody's going to be going berserk, huh? Let's do it. Oh, I expected him to be stronger. Huh. All right. All right. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah. Oh, y'all hurt. Hit him with a dart. See? So we gain those every single time, right? Remember, so demonic, eruption, we don't care. Overflow, we don't care. Insight for dreamer, we don't even care, right? Reset those. So if we can get one that we care about. So for each stack of vitalize, authority damage +1. Each stack is healing. We don't really care about that. Each stack of termination provides additional. We don't really gain stacks of this, so that's not good. All right, we're gonna reset this one more time. When a shield is active, become the enemy's aggro target and plus 20% defense. That's absolutely sick. We're gonna take it. Yeah, believe it or not, I didn't know what the reset did. You know, the first few times I did it and didn't even know I could do that. Didn't even know I could reset it to try to get the right boons, which is crazy. I realized that once I started getting the boons to match my authority, then clearing the Nexum it just got super easy at that point. All right, so this is a quest one that we just need to grab all the stars. So here we are. We're just gonna grab all the stars. There we go. We got to do this within a time limit. Here, I'm gonna try to walk so I cannot grab all these. There we go. Walking prevents us from rolling. 1, 2. There we go. 1, 2. Missed one. 1, 2. Perfect. Perfect. Dun, 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 dun. And then, oh. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. And the last one, boom. All right. You do it within a certain amount of time. You get 1, 2, or 3 stars. You want 3 stars because 3 stars gives you better rewards, right? All right, so we got 2 composers here. Upon casting a pet skill, gain 4 stacks of starlight. Okay, that's dope. For every 4 skills cast, gain a shield equal to max defense ×2. Stack it up to 5 times with the 15-second key. This is sick because it just keeps giving me shields. Me, I love to spam my attacks, so this is exactly the one I want. All right. Hey, we got Dreamer, which is healing. Dreamer, which is healing. Oh, we got Composer again. Automatically trigger Starlight Flicker. So this one tells us what Starlight Flicker is, right? Authority ability, deal large AoE damage 1 time. This damage is based on your shield value increased with the number of Composer boons owned. You see that? So that's what the Composer authority does as a whole, which is absolutely sick. And now it just triggers automatically every 10 seconds. That's sick. Absolutely sick. All right, choose. Now, when you see what unknown, that typically means that you're going to a boss room. Oh, you see it you see it flicker? You see that little flicker? So when it flickers, that's that damage that I just mentioned. Look at the flicker. Is it gonna do it here? Yeah, see that? That's sick. Yeah, that's sick. Now, yep, I'm gonna wait for you to do that skill. I hate when they travel and they dodge my shit. Look how much shield I have. Yeah, the shield that right now that I have will negate any damage that he does to me. Just about any damage. Now notice, he's still alive, right? It's because my damage is not that impressive. My damage is not that impressive. It really isn't. It really isn't. Right? So what I'm thinking of is like you want a sacred boon, you want a grace boon to really add to the damage, to really finish off this build. All right, so look. All right, so check this out. We have 3 items to choose. Randomly enhance 1 to 3 boons. I usually choose this one, I'm not gonna lie to you. Gain 1 chance to select an enhanced boon. When carried, gain 8,000 Nexum attack when the number of enhanced boons reaches 7. That's sick. We're gonna choose this one. Choose and remove existing Arcanum. When carried, for each mezzanine room entered, gain 10%. So we're gonna choose this one. We haven't chosen before. And the reason why we're gonna choose this one is because we chose an item earlier that improves when removed, which is this one. So when removal, fragment acquisition efficiency is increased by 30% instead of 15. So now we gain that effect as well, which is really good. All right. So we got a couple of key composer boons, really good composer boons right here. Upon casting a skill, gain 2 stacks of starlight. 10 stacks of starlight will trigger starlight. That's stupid. After getting hit, gain starlight guardian. What's starlight guardian? Final damage reduction and gain 3 stacks of starlight per second. So both of these are absolutely sick, by the way. I'm gonna choose this one because this one increases my damage, gives me more starlight flickers. All right, we improved one of the composer ones. We improved another composer. We improved another one. Oh, damage, that's good. Damn, okay. We bumping. That's gonna be sick. So right now you're gonna see us. We got even better shields. We do even more damage. We get more starlight flickers, right? Because it just, every time we activate a skill, starlight flicker, right? So this one, we got to clear out this room, right? There you are. See that? You see how the flickers just kill those around me? Absolutely sick. Oh, the flicker is so sick. I think we're good here. Wolf, 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 wolf. That's it. We're done. That was kind of quick. All right, so now we got another item to choose from. Randomly enhance. Oh, we're gonna choose this one. Each time an attack hits, movement speed increase, such and such, but dodge count limit is reduced by 2. We are not taking that. Randomly obtain 1 jinx when carried. Gain frost aura for 45 seconds upon entering a room, and 15% after each revival. Frost aura. All enemies in the room lose all crit resistance and gain 20% vulnerable. That's absolutely sick. But we're gonna choose this one because we want to enhance our bones. Damn, gain a bigger shield. Gain more defense upon casting resonance. Okay, so this is really good for Sovereign, which I don't think it's ours. Dreamers for healing, demonic, when dodging, gain a 10% attribute bonus. So you could gain something like this. This is a really good boon that you can use with any build, right? I'm tempted because I want to increase my damage, but I want to see what other boons we have. We have Sovereign, Resonance, Duration, Demonic, Dreamer, okay, we want to not do this one. Oops. All right, so Resonance, recovery rate 40%. Upon casting a pet skill, after using a finisher, gain a shield that reflects projectile attacks. What? So you can see the idea of the Composer build as a whole. It's to, when you are attacking or when you're in the battle, to just stack super crazy shields that reflect anything, increase your defense so much that you're just not taking damage. I still haven't got that Sacred Grace boon that I want to show y'all. So, oh, this one we got to protect this little ball. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Hold on, let me see how much damage Starlight Flicker does. So you know what? I didn't even attack. That was Starlight Flicker, just on its own. Absolutely sick. And that's that. I like the flicker animation. The flicker animation is actually pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, so we got Composer to help our insight level. Each insight level increases Nexum damage bonus. But oh, this is good. Insight level +1. Each insight level increases Nexum attack. So what insight level is affects the effectiveness of insight series boons. So basically there are boons for each category that are insight specific. So that's what it means. So it has nothing to do with your the fact that you're whatever your authority is. Each authority has its own insight boon. So as you can see, this is the one for Composer and this is the one for Executioner. So we don't have much insight as a whole, but still, this is pretty sick. But we have this one. Every 15 seconds, reduce the CD of all skills by 1 second. This is a sick demonic rune. So, you know. Let's see if we can get another Executioner. Each hit of Executioner's might inflicts 8 shield breaks. Skills gain 50% more silhouette energy. Oh, this is sick. This is sick. We want this. This allows us to silhouette more reliably. Yeah, we're gonna get that. I told you, Gray Spoons are really good. Gray Spoons are not attached to any authority, but they improve the skills of your champion, which is really good. So this is a happening, right? So we got some dialogue. So consider your choice carefully. You cannot leave directly after selecting this option. Seems too shady, better not mess with it. All right, so what's she saying? She's saying become stronger. Wait, could this object be like missile, capable of further awakening the power of the authorities? Is that all I could say? Or maybe it'll keep repeating this until I respond. Maybe I should respond. That might move things forward. So essentially she's saying that she has something that'll increase your power. Do we believe her or not? Is she shady? We're gonna believe her. Let's see what she has. Show me your resolve. Nothing's free in this realm. Come, show me your courage. All right, so we're gonna have to fight her. So, oh, wait, no. Spend 1 revival chance to obtain 2 boon selection opportunities. spend 3 revival chances to choose 4 boons to enhance. We're gonna spend 3 revival chances to choose 4 boons to enhance. We're doing this. I just sacrificed all my revivals. Why did I do that? Because this is a shield build. We are never gonna die. So I want to improve some of my boons. You improve these boons and they get ridiculous. So this one, upon casting a skill, gain 2 stacks of Starlight. Same thing there, 10 stacks of once. And increase Starlight Flicker's damage by 80%. Okay, what do you do? When a shield is active, defense plus 20% and gain. Oh, final damage reduction plus 20%. That's stupid. That's actually stupid. Yeah, let's enhance that. All right, we gained what, 4 of these? After using a finisher, gain a shield that reflects projectile attacks and attracts surrounding projectiles to attack yourself for 10 seconds. Oh, so this is to like prevent projectiles to attacking other people. Well, this is gonna do us no good. When shielded, increases damage by 9% just because. We like that, let's do it. We need to increase our damage, right? Wow, we could increase our super some more. That's insane. Oh, this makes triple flash cast much faster, and then also the damage is increased by like literally 100%. It goes from 80 to 160, which doubles it. That's what I mean by 100%, doubles. Absolutely sick. We're gonna do it. Select enhancement. It's only 15% is not like, it's not something to brag about. When defense hit 40%, that increases our defense quite a bit. Let's do this one. Let's increase our Starlight Flicker's damage. Since we're gonna be flickering a lot. Damn, I'm not gonna lie, she just powered me up a lot. But I am not allowed to die. This is the final merchant. Let's do it before the boss. All right, let's see what we got. When carried, boon upgrade chance was 11 after removal. Wow, got another one of those. When carried, chance to reset boon with fragments plus 1. Fragments cost for boon resets. Oh, so this is talking about when you remember. So when you get the 3 boons and you're able to reset it and choose another boon, this gives you another one, and it reduces the cost in half. So instead of costing 20, it'll cost 10 to select another 3, which is it's actually sick. But since we're at the end of Nexum, we don't really need that. For every 3 Arcanum, that's more damage. We might get that one. Choose to remove 1 existing Arcanum. When carried, authority damage plus 7. Okay, so we're gonna get this one. And then we're gonna pair it with this one. When carried, authority damage plus 70% is absolutely stupid. Oh my God. And then, we're gonna remove this one. After removal, boon upgrade chance by 22%. That's what we want. Choose to remove 1 existing Arcanum. When carried, if enhanced boons account for 60% of total boons, gain Nexum damage. I don't think that we have that. Randomly obtain 1 chance when carried, gain Frost Survivor. Okay, no. Chance to reset boon with cabins. All right, so let's say, or how many Arcanums do I have? I don't know. Can I view my info? So these are all my Arcanums right here. I got 3, 6, 9. So this one says, for every 3, Nexum damage plus 4%. So I'd gain 12% increase. That is pretty good. Let's do it. 12% is quite a bit. All right, so now we're gonna use this, draw celestial boons. This just lets us choose a boon. Okay, so we got insight level or sovereign. We're gonna reset. Execution or vitalize. We're gonna reset one more time. Ah, we got the pet one again. Okay, after casting a pet skill, good, 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 good. All right, there it is. We spent all of our bread. So I showed you what everything on here did, except for this one. You could buy revivals. We're gonna go in no revivals, so we're good. And then this should be the final boss after the last merchant. So on the second stage, right? So this is stage specific. You have to kill these bosses roughly around the same time. So after you clear this, you're done. You've cleared the second stage. So let's go ahead and do it. Yeah. Notice how my shield is so massive. I am in no danger of dying at all. That's this class specifically. Oh my God, I'm killing that one quick. Okay, hold on. Let me focus on this one. Oh shit. Done. I have never killed the bosses that fast with these boons, with these with the composer authority before. And the reason is because I have not received all that increased damage. I have not received that much before, like in a single run. This is ridiculous. Absolutely sick. Oh, and there's items that increase insight level. See, but +4. Now this would increase your insight boons a lot. So you could do like an insight build that's pretty sick. When carrying Nexum damage bonus attribute +1/8. If fragment acquisition of visitor reaches 50% and gain an additional 1/8. I'm gonna choose Celestial. Actually, I should try to complete my, but that's a Celestial boon. Celestial boons, you want them. I'm gonna choose Celestial. Oh, we got it. After getting hit, gain Starlight Guard. We got the Starlight Guardian. Yes. I am never gonna die. Oh my God. All right, so after you beat the final boss, now I'm choosing to keep going, right? So when you choose to keep going, you have a merchant that you can sell people. You can trade with right now. Let me see. All items discount 50%. Gain 1 chance to select an enhanced boon when carried. Oh, this is really good. I'm gonna choose that one. For each happening or quest room current floor, gain 2%. Gain damage is sick. When damage attribute, no, we don't want that one. Remove. Choose to remove 1 jinx and gain 2 minor jinxes. After removal, obtain this Arcanum again. For the next 5 rounds, 50 chance to double the number of boons as rewards. We're definitely gonna choose this one. We just got this. After getting hit, damn, it cuts the cooldown by more than half. 45-second CD goes to 20-second. Hell yeah. Oh, I'm never gonna die. I'm never gonna die. I have a jinx on me that's reducing my damage. I kind of want to take it off, but then it says gain 2 minor jinxes. Oh, and then after this, so this is what this one does. So it removes a jinx and then you gain 2 minor, right? And then when this item is removed, you get this item again, which removes another jinx and adds another 2 minor. So I'm gonna get this one. I've never got it before. I have a jinx I want to remove, so let's do it. So this little, upon acquiring the strings and Nexum damage -8, we're gonna remove that. Okay, so now this no longer affects me, so my damage increase. So upon acquiring the strings, Nexum damage -1%. Oh, perfect. So now instead of -8, it's only -6. Perfect, 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 perfect. That's actually too perfect. All right, so now everything you fight after the boss is hella hard, hella hard. Kind of just gotta go crazy. Yeah, you kind of just gotta go crazy. Ooh, I killed him? I killed him hella fast? Ooh. Oh my God. Did that say 700,000? Did that say 700,000? Oh yeah, this shield build is stupid. This shield build is, bro, for every shield value equal to 10% of max HP, Nexum damage is increased by 1.5%, up to an increase of 15%. Ooh, but look at this grace. Look, triple flash minus 60%. Remember how we got the improved triple slash? So you can get something like this, but this is sick. I'm not passing this up. I'm not passing that up. My damage is actually stupid right now. And I don't even have the boon that I want to show y'all. There's something that what it does is every time I swing, it throws a slash. Or that boon is so sick. I just used like I don't know how many rotations of silhouette I just did. Actually insane. I'm gonna wait for silhouette. All right, there it is. Boom, boom. Use silhouette again. Boom, 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 boom. We're gonna silhouette again. And we're gonna boom, and then we're gonna boom. We're gonna silhouette again. Boom, boom. We're gonna silhouette again. I got 40 seconds. Silhouette. Silhouette. We're gonna wait for our skills. I got 20 seconds. Yes. Oh, we're getting through this. We are beating these extra boss. Like I said, these other extra bosses are hard, but we are getting through them. 5% awakening skill damage. Wait, this one increases my damage, my magic blade damage by 5%, and then it increases my weakening skill damage by 50. Oh, that's stupid. Oh, that's stupid. Yeah, we're taking that. Just give me more damage for no reason. Yeah, we'll take that. And if I'm able to clear this next room, I will have beaten my own like personal best. Oh, this one's so hard. I'm not even able to get it like down to like 50%. Oh, I already messed up. Get off me. All right, might as well use it. We're just gonna wait for CDs. I'm gonna dodge that. Oh, you're not gonna get away with not being damaged. Boom. And we're gonna boom. Stop running. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Bust up. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. We're gonna dodge that. We're gonna activate that. But how you still grab me with one of that mesh? All right, again, we're gonna go back to you because you just keep going to the other side of the fucking map for some reason. Remember, you got to kill them at the same time, right? One, boom, 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 boom. Just the damage off. Okay, where'd you go? We'll stay running. All right, we're gonna wait for our silhouette. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Remember, I have super armor, so that's why I'm not being broken as much as I normally would be. I want to keep attacking you. Ow. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. And once you run out of time, that's what happens. It just ends your gameplay right there. That was absolutely sick. This gives you what you've received, your boon report, all that stuff, and this is what you received. So me, I received some progression from my battle pass, some Thurnboard emblems, which we all need, right? We need as many of these as we can get, and then 6 of the rift boxes. This is a really good run, by the way. Fire run. What's that? So 16.4, 4.29. Let's see that. Let's see how that compares to everybody else. I think that was a really good run. Oh, we got to reset. All right, so we're gonna go to this right here. We're gonna check out the rankings. Oh, I'm behind him by 6 seconds. 6 seconds. Damn. I'm gonna take first, chat. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. All right. But that is everything. Oh, and once you do your progression to your battle pass, you can collect everything. See? Now the battle pass only goes up to these 5 right now, and then this will unlock in another 28 days. So the next 5, and then this will unlock in the 28 days after, right? And so the decks, you definitely want the decks, right? So your decks are what go into improving your overall character, right? So once you here, let me see. Can I get any? I don't think I can get any right now. No, I can't. So this is where you go to check the cards, right? This is also where you go to unlock your card Magitech so that you can equip it onto your character. So like once you've collected all the purple cards here, then you unlock it. Then once you collect another set of them, then you can unlock it further to increase the you know what this deck does essentially. Each deck has like a set of skills that improve your character, and then if you unlock, like let's say you unlock you unlock both of these and one of these. Actually I have, so I've unlocked all, like this entire deck, right? I've also unlocked I've collected 2 of these cards 3 times. I've unlocked 2 of these 2 times, and then I've unlocked 1 of these pink ones, right? Once you've done all 3, then it allows you to unlock the rainbow one, right? Which when an enemy's HP is above 90%, Increase damage dealt to them by 15%, which is a nice for initial damage, right? This is really good. Once you've unlocked them all, then when you equip it to your character, I'll go ahead and show you. Once you equip it to your character, it's gonna equip all those effects. See? You see how it equips the first effect, the second effect, and your rainbow effect after getting them all? It'll literally equip them all for you. See that? So it gives your character a real nice boost. Damage boost, healing receive, healing effect, such and such and such. After being healed, receive 5% damage. Like, you know, just things like this. It's just really, really, really sick. In order to equip them, you just go here to replace, and then here are your selection. Right, as of right now, I have boons that are like really, really better than the other ones. So I just have the ones with the clear highest rating. But you want to use ones that are specific towards your class. For me, once I get the ones that are specific towards my class, it's something like this that has like attack speed. I don't know what else it has though after I unlock the rest of the deck, but I'm most likely going to use this one, or something like, here we go, attack speed, basic attach skill damage, right? I don't know what these two look like, but I'll know once I get all the cards. I do plan on getting all the cards and unlocking this to the fullest. Right now I'm doing pretty good as far as unlocking them, at least, you know, comparatively, right? It says that I outrank 99% of all players, which means I've collected quite a few. But this right here means that there's still plenty of room for improvement, right? So, you know, collect all the cards you can. I think there's like 5 cards to each pack. Once you actually get a pack, so once you go here and you redeem for the Endless Journey pack, every time you buy a pack, you get 5 cards, with one of those cards being able to be a purple, I believe. And then you get a higher chance of getting an epic as you buy more, or if you get lucky, you can get an epic in the card. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it for Nexum. Hopefully that explains everything about Nexum, especially like how do you get started, what do you want to build, how do you build, what does everything mean, what does boons mean, what does arcanums mean. Hopefully this whole video explains everything holistically. If I missed anything, please you know, like and subscribe and comment. Let me know if there's anything that I missed. Comment if there's anything that you want to add. This is for new players. This is for newer players that, you know, want to get into Nexum because they want to improve their characters, you know, further. So you just need to know, you know, more stuff. So that's what we're pretty much doing here. But thank you for watching. I appreciate you being here with me. I'm out of here. Peace. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and subscribe. Head over to Twitch, follow Chovio6, where I do stream 3 or 4 times a week. See you there.